Steven Spielberg had a budget of $65 million to bring dinosaurs back to life. I have exactly $0. So this is how I recreate Jurassic Park scene from, well, nothing. It started as a simple walk in the woods with my brother John, but then I saw a perfect spot and I knew I have to film something here. Looking at the footage now, I feel like this is perfect for something prehistoric, so I have to recreate Jurassic Park. You cannot fake passion for filming. When I start in 3D, I start tracking the scene and this process I hate more than anything. It's boring, waiting for nothing again and again and again. And this is the most boring process of creating VFX. Your PC will crash like 10 times per hour, and it's the most boring part of the process, by my opinion, even worse than rendering. And the rendering is the most stupid thing on earth. After all this work, I found on Sketchfab good model of Velociraptor and also animated. So I little bit adjust animation in non-linear animation workflow, and I have dinosaurs ready for the render. And I almost forgot about lighting, because good lighting is a key. Even in old movie scenes like this with CGI dinosaurs, they try to replicate real light as close as possible, because without good lighting, scene looks flat and fake. So I add lighting in my scene too, and I also use shadow catcher because it's so easy to create, and it makes scene like 10 times more realistic because it catches the shadow of objects in 3D scene. And this looks extremely awesome. The process begins with rendering, before every single node is placed. This plane has to be baked into reality for a specific shot. The rendering of this scene took like 3 hours. Once the frames were finished, I moved into Blender Compositing tab to bridge gap between 3D render and a cinematic shot. What followed was a deep dive into visual experimentation. I spent hours testing color exposure to light, how light interacts with digital lens, and refining image until the atmosphere felt heavy. And the two most important nodes are color correction node. This is classic, I don't need to even explain. I only focus the lift, gamma and gain settings to separate the cool, and also the RGB curves node. This is for exposure to light and for everything else. So you can pause video here and copy my notes to get amazing result in your VFX shot. And now it's time to see final rendered scene. So if you like it, please like and subscribe.